get started here, we've got our project here, and what we need to do is create two debug launch configurations. We'll do that by opening up the debug configurations dialog, and we'll select the MIPS ICS application, right click on that and click new. This creates a debug configuration. We'll call it Multicore Demo C0V0 because we're going to set this up on Core 0 VPE 0. We select our binary. In this case we want the Malta-ELF file, and then you see these red X up here. This indicates that something's missing from that page, and we'll need to fill that in before we go. And if we go over here and we look, we see, oh, we don't have a probe selected, so we'll click the Scan for Probes button. That'll open up our probe scan and automatically scan for any attached probes. We have 41376, that's my probe. I'm going to click this, set selected probe as the new default, so this way any future configurations I create will automatically use this probe number. I'm also going to move this down to 1004K 3C2V, and we're going to select C0V0. Lastly, we're going to change this to attach to running target because this target's already running, the code's already flashed and running, so we don't need to download it, and we just want to attach. We'll set this attach after to 0. We don't have to wait for this one. And click apply. Click. Then we can close. So now we've got one debug launch configured for Z0V0. Now let's create the second debug launch. We'll open up the configuration again. In this case, the launch configuration is almost identical, so we'll select our first one, right click, hit duplicate, and now we have a second one, and we'll rename this to C0V1. So we can attach to VPE1. It's running the same ELF file because in this particular example all the devices run the same ELF. But we want to change this to C0V1, the device name. Everything else remains the same. We can apply that and close. Now we have our two launch configurations.